wanted to!
Diecast Monster Truck Racing! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to week 2 of the July season here tonight on SmashDown with an all-star lineup, 16 of the best Diecast Monster Trucks ready to do battle in side-by-side racing. Everybody is chomping at Cam Blank and the Iron Warrior Ford, straight out of Hagerstown, Maryland, who currently holds on to the SmashDown Championship flag. Last week, him and downtown Mitch Brown and Bigfoot went head-to-head. It was a Ford Oval shootout. Mitch Brown and Bigfoot trying to get a little redemption here tonight. He's got a field of trucks to go through before he can tackle taking on the SmashDown champion. Is Iron Warrior going to hang on to that flag? We're going to find out soon enough, ladies and gentlemen. Here's what happened last week as we take you back to the July season kickoff. Again, Mitch Brown taking on Cam Blank. Bigfoot taking on Iron Warrior. It was a side-by-side race all the way down to the finish line. Watch here as they fly up and over the first jump to the last set of cars, and at the line, Cam Blank and Iron Warrior picked up the big-time win, claiming his first SmashDown championship. You know Bigfoot's out for redemption again here tonight, like we just said. Here's how round 1 action is going to shake down. We're going to see the return of Bigfoot take on Dragonoid, kicking off round 1. Soldier Fortune will take on Whiplash. Son of a Digger takes on Hot Wheels, and then the Felon will return tonight to take on Jester. Other side of the bracket, Earthshaker's going to take on Wild Hair, and first crack at the current champion, Nightmare, will take on Iron Warrior to kick off the first half of round 1 action. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Cam Blank made his debut just a couple of months ago, back in action here tonight, currently possesses the SmashDown Championship flag. As we get round 1 kicked off, MTA veteran himself, Aaron Church, returns tonight. Bakugan Dragonoid now staged over here on the outside lane, trying to get the truck dialed in this July season. He knows Mitch Brown and Bigfoot is hungry to put the big bad Ford Oval back into the final round. Dragonoid takes on Bigfoot. Week 2 of the July season. Here's the green light. Now they're pretty much even going down to the first jump. Bigfoot pulling the lead on him, and he just edged him out as Aaron Church and Dragonoid get a bad bounce off the last of the cars, turning the truck over in the shutdown area, and downtown Mitch Brown just barely edged out the Dragonoid machine. As we go back and take a look at the MTA photo finish, it wasn't by much, but your winner, downtown Mitch Brown, Bigfoot over Dragonoid here tonight, kicking off round 1. Now next up is the new sensation, Jade Reynolds, Soldier Fortune, who took that truck to victory lane, closing out the June season last month, trying to do good again here this week. He's trying to take on Sarah Picard and the Whiplash machine. The 41 Willie's now ready to go on the outside lane. This is her very first season ever on the MTA circuit, trying to hang out here with the big guns. Who's it going to be going to round 2? Green light drops down now and off the line. Soldier Fortune with the early lead. Whiplash trying to come back on him now, and Soldier Fortune sends it up into the on-ramp in the shutdown area. He picks up the round 1 victory over Sarah Picard and the Whiplash machine. A great race. As we go back to our MTA photo finish, here's how close it was. Jade Reynolds and Soldier Fortune by inches knock out Whiplash here tonight in round 1 competition. Now next up in week 2 of the July season here on SmashDown, Walker Stevens, all the way from Poplar Branch, North Carolina. Son of a Digger now ready to rock tonight. He's trying to claim his first SmashDown championship. He will now take on Nicholas Moore, who debuted that brand new Hot Wheels machine just a couple of months ago, took Thursday Night Thunder by storm, racked up 2 championship wins over there tonight. So both these drivers trying to claim a very first SmashDown victory here tonight. Who goes to round 2? Here's the green light off the line. They know they're pretty much now even going to the first jump. Up another car here and Hot Wheels turns it over. What a ride for Nicholas Moore. The truck nosed over going into the shutdown area, and Walker Stevens, son of a digger, your round 1 winner over the Hot Wheels machine. What a ride for Nicholas Moore. Next up tonight, Mike Lanford returns in the Chevrolet camp. The Felon here tonight in round 1 action. He will now take on the Idaho Wildman, Chris Walker's, the Jester machine, coming over here on the outside lane, trying to put it down in victory lane here tonight. The old-time veteran Mike Lanford, the Felon Chevrolet, now staged over here on the inside lane, trying to take out new kid on the block. Looking for green now, and off the line they go. Lanford's got the early lead on him, up and over the last of the car here. What a race! All the way down to the finish line, ladies and gentlemen. New kid taking the school with the veteran here tonight. As close as it was hard to determine a winner. What an incredible matchup. Jester taking on the felon. Here's a look at your MTA photo finish. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Mike Blanford and the Felon Chevrolet by about half a truck over Chris Walker's tonight in the Jester machine. Next up at the line, folks, it's Greg Durbin, former driver of Backdraft and Saigon Shaker out here on the MTA circuit, now behind the wheel of Brutus, all the way from Columbus, Michigan. Now set to take on Ethan Medlin out of Team Mintz. He's ready to rock and roll with that futuristic SUV staged over here on the inside lane, all the way from Paxton, Illinois. Who's it going to be going on into round two? Boat truck stage now, looking for green off the line. Brutus got the whole shot. Mintz now coming back on him to the left. There comes and Brutus pulls it out of the finish line. Getting a little squirrely in the shutdown area, crossed up there, but he will knock out Team Mintz here tonight in round one. So the veteran and Greg Durbin take Brutus in the round two competition. Next up, Devin Treat, all the way from Conroe, Texas, in the Bustin' Loose Chevrolet. All ready to go. He got his first SmashDown championship just a couple of weeks ago. Ready to take on the Monster Lobster Crustacean. Keith Cromwell returns to the line. Haven't seen him on the MTA circuit in several months. He's been back in action these last few weeks, trying to get the Monster Lobster its very first SmashDown championship. Who's it going to be going on in the round two? Bustin' Loose Crustacean. We go green off the line. Crustacean pulling the lead. Bustin' Loose hanging right there with him now, and Treat will pull it out over the veteran and Keith Cromwell. Bustin' Loose just barely edged out the Monster Lobster and Crustacean. Bustin' Loose will move on in the round two competition here tonight. A tough break for Keith Cromwell and the crew. You know they worked hard to get here tonight in round one competition. Next up in round one, Ethan Wagner, second generation driver, the Wild Hair Chevrolet with many wins to his name. However, those all came with the Cyclops Chevrolet he formerly drove. Now taking over the Wild Hair Chevrolet that his dad made famous. He is now set to take on new kid on the block, Ryan Kenny and Earthshaker over there on the outside lane. He's trying to take it to the Wagner camp here tonight in round one. Who's going to round two? The green light drops down now. Earthshaker's pulling the early lead. Wild Hair in trouble now, trying to come back, and it won't be enough. And Wild Hair in trouble, rolls it over in the shutdown area. Got up there on the return ramp and sent it right into the sea container. Earthshaker down there going, hey man, what are you doing? Not going to happen here tonight as he eliminates Wild Hair in round one competition. Ryan Kenny, new kid on the block, getting a big time win. But now we get ready to close out round one. Shane Jackson and Nightmare, new kid on the block, ready to take on now a one-time SmashDown champion, Cam Blank out of Hagerstown, Maryland, in the Iron Warrior Ford, ready to represent SmashDown in style here tonight, keeping the championship flag on the back of the Iron Warrior Ford. So the championship flag on the line here tonight in round one. Nightmare, Iron Warrior, there's the green light. Now they're pretty much even going into the first round to the last of the cars, and Iron Warrior puts it up just like Wild Hair and turns it over in that same hole that Ethan Wagner and Wild Hair went in. But Cam Blank, Iron Warrior, had a nice slap wheelie going into the shutdown area, trying to keep Nightmare behind him as we go back down now to your MTA replay. Take another look at this right here off the line. Both drivers cut a great light. Nightmare actually edged out Iron Warrior from the jump. Here comes Cam Blank and Iron Warrior shutting down the gap. Watch him right here over the last set of cars. Pogos it hard on the front end, goes to a nice slap wheelie, and he's trying to just shut the truck down. Puts it up on its side. The crew should have him back for round two. No questions asked. Nightmare put up a good fight. Just not enough here tonight in round one competition. But now we know that Iron Warrior still hangs on to the championship flag. We got a lot more great racing still to come. A lot of heavy hitters and new kids trying to take away the championship flag. Is Iron Warrior going to hang on for round two? We find out next after the break.
This isn't your typical motorsports podcast. You're listening to Crush This, a monster truck podcast presented by High Octane Coffee and J Concepts. A show where we take you inside the minds of your favorite drivers, past and present, of the monster truck industry. And now, your hosts, Brad Shaw and Dan Chichagash. Buckle in. The show starts now.
And welcome back to SmashDown, week two of the July season, ladies and gentlemen, as we kick off round two. Bigfoot will take on Soldier Fortune. Son of a Digger draws up against Mike Lanford and the Felon. Other side of the bracket, Greg Durbin and Brutus take on Devin Treat and Bustin' Loose. Rounding out the lower half of the bracket, Earthshaker Ryan Kenny takes on Cam Blake and Iron Warrior with the championship flag. On the line here tonight in round 2 competition. Now up first, Jade Reynolds again took the June season by storm, put Soldier Fortune on top of the mountain, but now he has his hands full, taking on the 8-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, downtown Mitch Brown out of Pacific, Missouri in Bigfoot. Trying to get back to the final round, much like he did last week. Kenny put the forward over there. Green light goes down and Bigfoot got the whole shot out of Jade Reynolds, and Soldier Fortune coming back now and close all the way down to the finish line. Jade Reynolds was gapped there off the line. He tried to make up the ground coming into the last set of cars. What an incredible race, but Bigfoot determined your winner over Soldier Fortune here tonight in round 2. Next up in round 2 action, Mike Lanford, the veteran himself, returns. Former one-time SmashDown champion in the Felon Chevrolet, now set to take on Walker Stevens, former 5-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, son of a digger all the way from Poplar Branch, North Carolina. Got the big Chevrolet motor up underneath of it. So it's going to be a battle here between the Battle of the Bow Tie. The Felon takes on Son of a Digger. Green light drops down now on the line. They're pretty much dead. Even problems for Son of a Digger. The Felon coming back now. And Mike Lanford pick up the round 2 victory over Walker Stevens, who had some kind of problem coming down the straight stretch. Not sure if a sway bar let go on Son of a Digger or what. Nonetheless, Lanford and the Felon, your round 2 winner. Here's another look at it. It was close, but Mike Lanford and the Felon Chevrolet by about half a truck get the win here tonight over Walker Stevens and Son of a Digger. Next up again, out of Conroe, Texas, in the Bowtie camp, Devin Treat, the Bustin' Loose Chevrolet, former one-time SmashDown champion, trying to make it 2 here tonight, taking on Greg Durbin, the MTA veteran himself, former 3-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, all the way from Columbus, Michigan. Greg Durbin tonight, and Brutus ready to take on the competition, so he's going to try to eliminate Bustin' Loose here tonight in round 2 competition. Who's going on to semifinals? We're looking for green. Off the line they go now. Brutus got the early lead on a Bustin' Loose, trying to come back on to the finish line. What an incredible race here as the new kid on the block tried to take it to the veteran. Not sure who got the win as they came across the finish line. We are going back down now to our MTA photo finish, trying to determine a winner here tonight in round 2. Your winner, Greg Durbin and Brutus, take out Devin Treat and Bustin' Loose. So Brutus will either take on the champion Iron Warrior or Earthshaker as we get ready to close out round 2 action. And up at the line first is defending champion Cam Blank from Hagerstown, Maryland, the Iron Warrior forward and current SmashDown champion, now ready to take on new kid on the block, Ryan Kenny, who's out here trying to make a name for himself. Earthshaker ready to go on the inside lane. If he can upset the champion here tonight, he may find his way to the semifinals to take on Greg Durbin and Brutus. Here's the green light now, and off the line they go. They're pretty much even going down to the first jump. We got a race here. Pumped, and Earthshaker may have done it. Ryan Kenny may have just dethroned the champion, as close as that was, down to the wire. Earthshaker may have just upset Iron Warrior here tonight, so we may crown a new champion. Here's a look at your MTA photo finish. Your winner, Ryan Kenny and Earthshaker dethrone the champion here to close out round 2 action. So ladies and gentlemen, Bigfoot, Brutus, Earthshaker, and Felon will all compete in semifinal action. We will crown a new champion here tonight in week 2 of the July season. Semifinal action is next. Don't go anywhere. We got more great racing after the break. What's going on, MTA fans? If you're looking to get in on the action right here on the MTA YouTube channel, look no further. I'm about to tell you guys just how you can sign up to get in one of these races. Head over to the link in our description, and that's going to take you right over to our Facebook page where we hold registration for all of the MTA events. And hey, while you're there, crush that subscribe button. Be sure to turn on the notification bell so you stay up to date with everything that MTA is doing. From new custom truck builds to special events and giveaways, you don't want to miss any of the great action MTA has to offer. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and I'll catch you guys down the road. And welcome back, friends, to SmashDown here tonight. It's down to 4. It's semifinal time. We've got Bigfoot and Mitch Brown taking on Mike Lanford and the Felon. 2 veteran drivers going to throw it down. Other side of the bracket, Greg Durbin and Brutus, another MTA veteran, takes on new kid on the block, Ryan Kenny and Earthshaker, who just dethroned the champion here tonight. Again, we will crown an all-new SmashDown champion. Will it be downtown Mitch Brown and Bigfoot, all the way from Pacific, Missouri, with the Ford supercharged BDS power plant underneath of them? Or is it going to be Mike Lanford In the Felon Chevrolet with a blown alcohol 572 Chevrolet power plant up underneath of them. It's going to be a shootout to the finish line, no doubt. Two MTA veterans going to throw it down. Ford versus Chevrolet. Who's going to the finals? Week 2 of the July season. Green light drops down. Now they're pretty much even off the line here to the finish line. Folks, it's close. Bigfoot turns it over. Mitch Brown lost it in the shutdown area. Got a bad bounce over the last set of cars. Mike Lanford in the Felon Chevrolet was not letting him get it easy. I'm still not sure who got the win. We're waiting for the call for the officials from the floor to tell us who got the racing win. It's going to resort back to a replay here off the line. Both drivers cut a great right. Watch right here, a hard bobble there for the Felon on the inside lane. Still putting the Chevrolet horsepower down. Bigfoot has a slight lead going to the finish line right there. Mitch Brown and Bigfoot edge out the Felon here tonight. So the Ford camp will prevail over Mike Lanford and the Chevrolet Felon there on the inside lane. So the crew is back down there thrashing on Bigfoot. He's in the finals for the second week in a row. Who will join him? Will it be Greg Durbin, the MTA veteran, former three-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, hailing from Columbus, Michigan, now ready to take on Ryan Kenny. New kid on the block, Earthshaker, down to the semifinals for the very first time. Can he make it all the way to the finals and upset a veteran in Greg Durbin and Brutus? We're about to find out. One of these drivers meets Bigfoot in the finals. We're looking for green. Off the line now they go. It looks like Brutus got the early lead on him. Earthshaker coming back over the last set of cars, and Kenny pulls it out over Brutus as he dumps it on its side. Earthshaker rolls it over in the shutdown area, trying to get the truck stopped before hitting that ramp there, and Brutus put up a good fight. But Ryan Kenny and Earthshaker will match up against downtown Mitch Brown and Bigfoot for our final round. And who would have thought that our two finalists here tonight just rolled over in the semifinal round? It's going to be a shootout between New Kid on the Block and the veteran himself, Bigfoot. Earthshaker going down here tonight, week 2 of the July season. Ryan Kenny has had Earthshaker running on the ragged edge all night long. He will now draw up against the big bad Ford, hailing from Pacific, Missouri. Downtown Mitch Brown and Bigfoot made it to the finals last week, like we said, just barely lost out to Iron Warrior, trying to redeem himself here tonight. We talked about it at the top of the show. Earthshaker, Bigfoot, ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime here tonight, week 2 of the July season. Bigfoot got the early lead. Earthshaker coming back now with Bigfoot, turns it over again in the shutdown area. Mitch Brown and Bigfoot wanted to seal the fate of the New Kid on the Block and Earthshaker as he puts Bigfoot in the championship circle here tonight. He knew it by hook or by crook. He was going to do it, and he got the win here tonight as we take another look down the straight stretch. Bigfoot drilled him off the starting line. Watch right here coming down the straight stretch. Here comes the big bad Ford supercharged BDS horsepower flying high to the last of the cars. Caught a bad bounce there. Goes over the last stick in the shutdown area, turning it over for the fans here tonight as he puts it on its lid. But ladies and gentlemen, please help me tonight in congratulating downtown Mitch Brown and Bigfoot on your second SmashDown championship. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we take a look at the overall point standings, closing out week 2 of the July season, soaring in the top tier position, Bigfoot, Mitch Brown with 110 points with tonight's big win and last week's final appearance. Rounding out your top 3 here is going to be Cam Blank and Iron Warrior, chomping at the bit with 95 points, trying to get back on top. Then we look at Greg Durbin and Brutus, who's had 2 semifinal appearances in this July season, trying to take it all the way and close out the season strong with an overall points win. It's going to be a close shootout all season long. We got more great racing still to come for the month of July. Thank you guys for watching SmashDown here tonight. Be sure, if you haven't already, crush that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road. See you next week.